What's up? Welcome back to a fresh new video. And how are things going on your end? Are you a snow person? Not a snow person? I'm on the East Coast and we are getting hit with another round of pretty heavy snow, and I happen to be one of the tiny percentile of people on the East Coast that actually likes the snow. So after I wrap up this video, I'm gonna get out there and take some photos. Today we're talking about the Sony Alpha. So first things first, you need to know that I don't have the Alpha 1. But before you go, because I actually don't like that type of video either, where you think you're gonna see a video about the actual camera, doesn't actually end up being about the camera. That's why I'm calling this one the Sony Alpha 1, my thoughts, as opposed to a review, because this is not a review, this is simply just my thoughts. But I'm gonna be doing a giveaway during this video, so be on the lookout for that if you like what I think are really cool free things. So, Sony Alpha 1, am I gonna be getting it? Absolutely not. I'm not gonna be getting the Sony Alpha 1, and I'm gonna tell you why really quickly right now. Because the a7S III does everything that I need it to do, and likely more. I still don't think I'm using this camera to its full potential. Does everything that I need. Shoot a lot of YouTube videos, some social media stuff, and the professional work that I do, both with photography and videography, a7S III in combination with something like the a7 III is more than enough for me. So the Alpha 1 has a couple of features that the a7S III doesn't have from a video perspective. The first one that jumps out is 8K. As cool as it would be to mess around with some 8K files, I think it's complete overkill for my needs, so I'm not messing around with 8K. Second thing is going to be S-Cinetone, which I think that Sony has maybe realized the response that they've gotten from dropping that in the Alpha 1, that the a7S III people are like, hey, what's up? You know, so I think that they might be dropping that in a firmware update. I have no reason to say that besides pure speculation and hope. In the meantime, before they drop that, hoping they do, before they drop that, if you haven't seen my video about S-Cinetone and the a7S III and how you can get a similar look out of it right now before any type of firmware update, I'd encourage you to check that out. So 8K and S-Cinetone, not big enough reasons for me to want to consider getting the Alpha 1 over the a7S III. From a photography perspective, the Alpha 1 has a lot of attractive features. That huge megapixel sensor is awesome, as well as the burst rates that you can get. I mean, the third was at 30 frames per second. I don't shoot anything fast enough for that, but that's pretty cool for somebody who's maybe a professional photographer at the upcoming Olympics, which I think the timing of those two things makes sense, and I think that's the market the Alpha 1 is going after, not somebody like me. The other thing that it does, it's got some really cool features that you can do with flash photography, but I don't do a ton of that anyways, so I'm not super excited about that. And one of the last things about the Alpha 1 that I think is worth talking about is no flippy screen, and some people are concerned about that. I don't think the market they're going after cares about a flip out screen, and if they're doing any professional video work with the Alpha 1, they're probably just gonna have an external monitor anyways. And the last thing is gonna be price point. It's a $6,000 camera. And I don't think that if anybody's out there trying to decide between the a7S III and the Alpha 1, I don't think you need the Alpha 1 if you're even asking that. So I think that if you have 6K and you want to get some camera gear, I think an a7S III with a really nice lens, a good light, and a microphone is probably the way to go over an Alpha 1, or an a7S III with an a7C or an a7 III as a B cam / photography camera. That's a really nice combo as well, and you're going to be around that same price point as the Alpha 1. So in short, I kind of see it as a similar decision I had a couple years ago between the a7 III and the A9 and the A9 II. A9 and the A9 II were awesome cameras, but overkill for what I needed. A7 III with the 16-35 G Master lens on it, way better match for what I need for around what was that same price point for the A7 III versus the A9 II. So that's my thoughts on the a7S III versus the very exciting and very cool Sony Alpha 1. If you made it through this whole video, thank you so much for checking this one out. My name is Sean DeWispelaire. This channel is all about the skills behind the art of creativity, photography, videography, editing, and me being full-time in the fitness industry. It's always gonna have just a bit of a fitness feel to it. If that's something that you're into, hit the subscribe button down below. Give this video a tap on the thumbs up if it has helped you at all with your thoughts around the Sony Alpha 1. And it is giveaway time. So those of you who've been following this channel for a while, and if you're new, then you're gonna be let in on a story, quick story. You know that I have owed you a studio tour for a couple of weeks now. I promise you that it's in the works, and I'm just probably being a perfectionist and taking a little too much time on it. It's gonna drop next weekend. Regardless, I have been going through my studio and I came across two things that I'm like, you know, these are really nice items. I've used them barely, if at all, and I'm sure somebody out there would appreciate these a lot more than them just sitting on my pegboard collecting dust. Here's a hint of what next week's giveaway is going to be. But this week, yes, I'm gonna be giving away my Wondered Hexad, H-E-X-A-D, can't pronounce it. 45-liter travel duffel. I have two of the Wondered really nice camera cubes in here as well. I've used this for, I don't know, maybe 2 months when it's literally just sat in my studio and I pull cameras out of it. Super nice bag, not getting the full use out of it, and I want to give that to one of you. All you need to do is fill the form out down below. I'm going to choose a winner within the next 7 days, and I look forward to sending you the Wondered that Wondered backpack, and I think you're gonna love it. It's a really, really great bag. So I'm gonna wrap this up right there. Thanks for sticking around. Good luck if you're gonna be entering that giveaway, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. See ya.